Hi, this is meteorologist Steve Pelletier, and I am the weatherman. Thanks for checking into the weathermanpod.com. On your Sunday, it is the 27th day of the month of October, a month that's been very dry. I'm looking at the monthly summary right now for New York City Central Park, and they had a little trace of rainfall on the 9th and also the 24th. That was it. Just a trace so far, and probably for the remainder of this month, it's going to be dry right up until Thursday. As a matter of fact, it's going to be trending even warmer. And this is the problem that we have across the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast. And it looks like this very dry pattern will continue at least through Thursday, but we are seeing a possibility of some rainy conditions moving in on Friday and early next weekend. And then we may start to see a little change in the weather pattern as the sun is getting lower and lower in the sky. Shorter period of daytime, longer period of nighttime. Temperatures change, and, that means that the seasons are changing, and we have a better probability of low pressures forming and moving our way. Very tough to get very dry conditions going into late autumn and into the winter's time. But the last time we saw that, there have been probably, if we can look back to about 7 different occurrences of very dry September and Octobers in the Northeast. And what they foretold for the upcoming winter, we saw that 75% of the time, the amount of snowfall was actually above normal, with some actually very high, as much as 50 and 60 inches, or about 200 to 300% above the normals for the Northeast. So there is that possibility. But there were 2 winters when it was just about normal. Very little where there was actually nothing, like we have had over the last couple of seasons. But I'm talking about the Northeast in particular. Elsewhere in the nation, there has been normal amounts of snowfall for the most part in the northern tier, and of course, just that rainy pattern over the south. Now, our weather situation for this Sunday calls for skies to be generally fair across the Northeast corridor, from D.C. up to the Boston area. High pressure is the main feature. It's going to keep us on the cool side, 50s to the north, lower 60s to the south at D.C., New York City, a high of around 60 degrees. Nighttime temperatures will get down to the frost reading, so even in some of the more built-up areas, a range of about 30 to 35, and possibly the first frost in many locations early on Monday morning. Then from that point, starts to warm. High pressure offshore southwest flow, temperatures into the 60s on Monday, 70s on Tuesday. On Wednesday and the last day of the month on Thursday, Halloween, looks like we'll have dry conditions and mild conditions in the 70s on Wednesday, and in some places near 80 degrees, well above normal, on Thursday, the Thanksgiving holiday. Temperatures so far the month are about 2.2 degrees above normal. We're going to be a little bit at or slightly below normal for the next couple of days, and then above normal towards the end of the month, so it'll probably hold very close to 2 degrees above normal. And of course, that precip way below since the beginning of September. If you're flying on this Sunday, airline hub weather, basically okay. Most places over the west, there are some rains starting to move in to central and northern California, Oregon, and Washington. There's a series of low pressures moving down out of the Aleutians and out of the North Pacific that will be causing rainy conditions there, so they're getting into their rainy season. Dry in Atlanta, dry in Charlotte. Chicago's looking dry. New York City also dry. A few light rain showers across New England, central and northern New York, up in Vermont, New Hampshire, and northern Maine. There will be some rainy weather. Maybe some rainy showers across coastal North and South Carolina. But high pressure is the main feature, so no problems in Texas. It's dry there. Dry in southern Florida. Also dry in the Dakotas and St. Louis, as mentioned. Dry in San Diego. It's always nice in San Diego. But in L.A., might be some showers. Better chance of some rain in San Francisco and Palo Alto. All the way up to Portland and Seattle. Rainy conditions on your Sunday. I'm meteorologist Steve Pelletier, and I am the weatherman. Hope you have a great Sunday. Talk to you first thing early next week. Take care.